guys. It has been a little while since I made a video on my YouTube, and an even longer while since I streamed, and I've been getting a lot of questions on Discord and TikTok comments asking me when I'm coming back to streaming, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of clarity on why I left streaming, will I be streaming again, and what's next for this YouTube channel. But as I do that, I'm gonna put my makeup on. If you're like,
oh, I don't want to watch somebody put makeup on,
I'm gonna be talking most of the time. Just, this is the only way I can get this out without feeling like really awkward, and actually being able to film this video that I've been waiting so long to film. So let's get started. Why I stopped streaming in the first place. So before we start talking about why I stopped streaming, I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I started streaming in the first place. I started streaming in like 2021-ish, and I actually started streaming, my first stream was a tarot stream. I would like pull cards for people and just chat. I was in this just chatting subcategory, but that started really draining my energy and I started gaming. But why I started streaming in the first place. So I had this little thing called agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is essentially the fear of being trapped somewhere. Some people say it's the fear of leaving your house. For me, leaving the house was a huge fear of mine. I actually used to work in New York City. I was a social media manager for Broadway shows. And then when COVID hit, I lost my job, and essentially I lost the interest of doing anything or leaving my house. It was very scary. It was a really scary time. And at that point, I kind of felt like I was losing a little bit of connection with people and the outside world, which wasn't good. And in 2020, we all know that Twitch kind of rose to this new level that it never has before. And I've always really been interested in live production. I went to school for broadcasting. I was a camera operator for a local baseball stadium. So I was just really into the world of live TV, live production, etc. And social media. Social media was a huge part of my life, and it still is. So I thought it would be really good for my mental health if I started streaming. I wasn't leaving the house. I wanted to get a little bit more confident. And also I really liked this community that Twitch brought. In a place where I felt so lonely, Twitch was kind of a saving grace for me. It was somewhere where I can connect with people, do what I love, all from the comfort of my bedroom. And streaming was so important for me, especially during that time. And as time went on, I started healing. I started healing my mind. I started healing my relationship with life, essentially. But streaming took a lot away from me at the same time. I worked full-time in 2022 and 2023. I worked a full-time job, and I was also streaming. And streaming takes a lot of time and effort, right? It is way harder than people actually think, especially when you do have a full-time job. But I loved it and I kept going. I actually found myself declining a lot of plans with friends or going places because of streaming. I would say, oh, sorry, I can't go to this family party, I'm streaming, which wasn't great. I mean, it was great for numbers and my streaming career, but it wasn't good for my mental health. I was staying inside for different reasons, all while my body was trying to heal and feel comfortable with going outside. In January of 2024, I moved out of my home and into a new home with my partner, my boyfriend, and moving out was a huge step, but it also kept me very busy. Once I moved, I was really excited to set up a whole new stream room and make it my own. And as I started streaming in my new house, I felt a lack of motivation. I felt like I had to stream. And honestly, moving out healed me so much that all I wanted to do on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning was go out to the local farmer's market or go to an event in a city near me and get out and do these things that I haven't done in 4 years. And like I said, I was working a full-time job. I was busy during the day. And in one particular night in March of 2024, I ended my stream and I broke down in tears because I just didn't feel fulfilled anymore. I knew it was the end of me streaming on Twitch. And it kind of sucked because I was doing so well. There were so many people on TikTok. I gained over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube for my streaming videos, which is so crazy. If I continued to do that all summer, I probably would have been at way higher numbers, but it wasn't what I was passionate about, so I stopped. And do I still feel passionate about making videos? Of course. If you watch my streams or watch my YouTube videos, you might think that I've disappeared off the internet, but I didn't. I post on TikTok way more than I ever have before, and I post things that I enjoy, and these videos are actually doing better than they ever have been before, which is so exciting. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, definitely do. We can hang out there. If you don't have a TikTok, totally fine. Spoiler alert, I'm not leaving YouTube anytime soon. But I personally didn't want to be known as like Kat, this gamer girl streamer, which is no problem at all. That is the coolest title to have. It just didn't feel like me. My whole life I grew up playing video games, and literally all I would do in my parents' room was play video games on their TV. It was my favorite thing ever. So yeah, I do have a passion for gaming, but as an adult I have different passions. I definitely didn't do it for clout or views or whatever. I genuinely did love playing video games, but I also love creating comedy content. I went to school at UCB, it's a improv theater, and I took sketch classes and improv classes. I love comedy. I love traveling and getting to go places and tell my story and experience of going to that specific place, I guess. And I just felt like I was kind of pigeonholed into this gaming, streaming content, but I didn't want to anymore. To that point, I stopped streaming because it just didn't feel right anymore. I felt guilty about it. I miss everybody who I would talk to online all the time. I felt like I just kind of like disappeared from them. I know it's super parasocial, but I don't know, it was really hard to do. But I thought you guys deserved an explanation on my little hiatus because it was a pretty long one, but now I'm back. And to answer the question of will I ever live stream or go live or stream again on Twitch, on TikTok, etc. At the moment, I don't see myself going back to Twitch. Unfortunately, I want to spend a lot more time on my TikTok content or maybe posting like some fun, cool vlogs on YouTube. So if you came here for any of my gaming or streaming content on YouTube, I'm so sorry. We're gonna start doing some lifestyle fun content. Maybe one day I'll come back to streaming. I just feel like I would be a sellout if I continued to make streaming content, and I didn't really have a passion for it anymore. It's the truth. And yeah, that's what I've been up to, but I miss you guys so very freaking dearly, and I can't wait to make more content on YouTube. And if you're from the Discord too and you're not following me on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, definitely do. I'm going to leave my new links down below. I'm now no longer going by Kat Jam. It's gonna be Kat Kelly from here on out. We are on a first and last name basis, government basis. Love that for us. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.